Hey, you guys.
Welcome,
Hi, everyone.
everybody. Get in
Which,
here. Get in here
Yeah,
and say hello.
yeah, definitely tell us where you're coming in from in
and
the
shout out your
chat.
team.
And yeah, definitely shout out your team if you have chosen an affiliation. I am coming to you from actually, it's not raining right now. It's just delightfully murky, Pacific Northwest.
I am in Australia and it's supposed to be spring, but it's probably going to pour rain in a little bit here, which is fine with me.
And I am in the too hot and sunny part of Tennessee that's closer to Memphis than it is to Knoxville.
I
We're all
love the
over the
Florida
place.
Space Coast. That's like my favorite description of a Florida coastline.
All right, we've got people from all over.
Oh my God, there's not enough coffee in the world. I see someone from Washington. Washington, not quite Seattle. You can
Hi,
just say
neighbors.
Washington. Everyone just assumes Seattle.
Okay. Well, we're still bringing people in. Hold
Yes,
on.
there are still people coming in.
Still bringing people in. Welcome, though, to our Novel 90 fall kickoff. We are so excited for the next 90 days. Like, seriously, we've been counting down. So the fact that we all have you here, we're ready, we're going to write, we're going to talk all things bookish for the next 90 days. It's very exciting. Oh, we have another
Except we
person
don't
from
talk like that all
Australia.
the time. Yes, I see AJ there. Hello.
Okay.
Let's get moving here since I'm in charge of the slides.
We know
Welcome
Kat knows best.
everyone.
We
Welcome
will
everyone.
be
All right. What is Novel 90 all about? What are we here to do? We are here to plan, write, and edit a novel in 90 days. We know you can do it. We absolutely know you can do it. This is this is a process that is unique to AutoCrit. We've been doing it for this is our first full year, so this is our annual renewal. We did do a summer session to just like warm everybody up to it, but this is our official way to do Novel 90, the full. Do I want to call it the full Monty? It's the full Monty. You're doing everything. We are writing a full novel in November, 50,000 words. We're going to help you out and let you know how to do all of these things. So don't worry, we're not just going to let you swing in the wind, right? So this is a very unique framework. You have three coaches who are here to help you. If you've chosen an affiliation, you have a specific coach. As you can see, we are labeled as above and below. And we'll talk about who we are and what we're going to do in just a minute here. Hey, so again, we are writing along with you as well. We are writers. We are publishing at the moment, currently fully publishing. So there are, it's not like we're at some like high level thing that doesn't know what you're going through. We know what you're going through. We're going to be going through it with you, and we'll be crying just as much as you are. And the most important thing about Novel 90 isn't just the fact that we're doing a writing challenge. Our community is the biggest part of why we do this. We love our community. We love you guys, and we are invested in your success. All right, so what is Novel 90 here? Novel 90 is a journey. It is a journey. Today is kickoff. Yesterday is kickoff. Beginning of the month. Do not worry. We're not just going to let you run feral around without any guidance. No, no, no. There is a plan in place. Pantsers, don't freak out. It's a little plan. It's a little plan. We're here to help you get your book finished. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Catherine. Do you want to explain my mountain here?
Ah, I love the mountain. So we are kickoff now. We're at the base of the mountain. And okay, I might be biased because I'm pantser, but I feel like the uphill of the mountain is the planning that I avoid. I'm gonna kick it off with planning month in October. Now, Kat, to that regard, we've gotten so many questions about this. We will show you Basecamp before we get off today and how to get to
Yes.
Basecamp. Kat has done so much work crafting this checklist of milestones that you need to be focusing on if you are a team planner to survive planning month. Here on Team Panther, though, we are going to be preparing ourselves, coming up with a writer toolkit, and coming up with ways to combat the imposter syndrome that will pop up later when we don't feel like getting ourselves out of it. That is our preparation. And then from there, we will get into writing month a little earlier than the other two teams because we have to wrap up earlier and edit longer. We have to fix it in post. So team planner and plancer, I know Becca, you can speak to this a little bit. We're in the middle of October. Then we will cap in November. All of us will be writing. And then in December, we will all be editing. So stay tuned to Basecamp through and through. You can see all the live check-ins, the phase dates, all of that on Basecamp. But Becca, you want to say anything about Planter and their approach to October?
Yeah, so as planters, we are that hybrid approach where we have a little bit of planning, but we have a little bit of that chaotic discovery as well, because we don't like to be constrained. We do want a little bit of structure. So for me, the way I usually approach this in our planning month, we are going to be getting to know what tropes we're using. We might be jotting down some ideas for Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. We could be doing things, if you use beat sheets, you could be thinking about that. You could be thinking about bulleted lists of the order in which things might go. You could be thinking about your characters. This is where we kind of get ourselves organized for what we're going to write. I do not practice one specific kind of outlining or any of that nature. In fact, I have a working outline. It's already a win. Ask Kat. We do co-write periodically. If I come prepared with an outline, it's already a good day. But I do keep track of my tropes, my universal fantasy, my themes. Those are really important, and I check in on those for each chapter. So I'm going to be putting together all of the elements that I know need to go into my story in October and organizing them in a way that fits my brain. And how it fits your brain is for you to determine. So that's kind of our task, is putting all of the ingredients for our story together and kind of gathering them on the counter, and we'll put them in the right order as we get to writing.
Hooray. And planners, I will have milestones set out for us for each month so that you know where you should be on the process. By the time the end of October rolls around, we will have a functional outline so that we are ready and prepared to start writing in November. So this first week, if you come to my check-in, which is happening tomorrow, we're going to be talking about tropes. We're going to be talking about genres. We're going to be talking about your categories. And we're going to talk about all those like little baby steps before you actually get to fleshing out your idea. All right. So there's nothing to panic about. You have lots and lots of time. All of these tasks, all of these milestones are not huge homework assignments. They are little bitty things you can do here and there, an hour at a time, as you like, as you work through.
Now, before we move on, I have one last point. So I want to ask this in the chat. So this is a good time to bring it up. Fiction Forge, as you guys got in your emails today, is not required to participate in Novel 90. We do not charge you a dime to participate in Novel 90. But if you would like to take Fiction Forge and have sort of that step-by-step guide through writing a full-length fiction novel in the next 60 days and have one ready for editing month, that is available here. I dropped the link for you in the chat. It's very helpful. It runs at the same time. The replays of Fiction Forge will be recorded. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh no, it kicked off, you can still sign up, watch the replay from week one and catch up.
Exactly. All right, so we've been talking for a little bit and we haven't introduced ourselves, so we're going to do that right now. Becca, I'm going to defer to you first here.
So my name is Becca Brinkmeyer, and if you've been around AutoCrit, you see my face every freaking where. I am all over the place for Team AutoCrit. I am, like I said, a USA Today bestselling author, ghostwriter, author coach, and several other things, all publishing related. I have 90 plus titles out at this point. I have been doing this for 15 years, and I write full time. So I am both independently published, and I have small press titles as well. So I have been through it over the years. I also have small children and teenage children. I've got a puppy that you'll hear, unfortunately. You might hear him in the background right now. So I have a busy life, and I like to talk a lot about the intersection between creativity and ADHD. So one of the things that I am a neurodivergent writer, and this is something that comes out in my coaching as well, are ways that we think about things just might be a little bit outside the box over here on Team Planter. There is room for everyone, whether you identify as neurodivergent or neurotypical or anything else in between, but this is just who I am and my coaching style. Sorry, Steph, Elmer is now 40 pounds, and I cannot lift him without hurting my back. So you can't see Elmer today. Elmer is my dog. Next time I do a coaching, maybe on one of our check-ins, I'll do it downstairs and you can see the dog that was supposed to be 30 pounds fully grown and is 40 pounds at 4 months old, because he's a mini Australian Shepherd that we found out he's mixed with a Great Pyrenees. So I
He's
think this is going
mini.
to be 100-pound dog.
Oh
This
my
is not what I signed up for. He's so big.
God. All
That's
right,
me and my dog.
Catherine, passing the ball.
Hi, you guys. I'm Catherine. I'm a member of the AutoCrit editing team, our resident pitch coach, and a lifetime member. I joined AutoCrit during NaNoWriMo in 2019 as a member and bought my lifetime membership in January the very next year, and have been here ever since. They couldn't get rid of me. So they brought me on board the editing team in 2022. So just for everybody watching, member for a few years before I joined their team. And then they asked me to come in here and coach Team Pantser, and here I am. I'm a USA Today bestselling author with multiple pen names. Catherine D. Graham is the pen name that I use for editing and for my most acceptable genres. So that's the one you guys get to know. But I am a developmental editor by trade. That doesn't mean I enjoy planning in any way. I would rather fix it all in post and discover the story as I write it. Now we got Kat rounding us off with your amazing track record of hundreds of books published.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kat Campbell. For these purposes, I operate under many pen names. So if you're searching for Kat Campbell, you probably won't find me. I write under a lot of pen names just for my own. I don't know. I get distracted. I see a shiny new genre and I want to write it, so it needs a new pen name. I have over 300 books published on Amazon at the moment. I'm actively publishing and writing all the time. There is a running joke about when I sleep, and the answer is no. I drink a lot of coffee. If you ever see me on a live, I will always have my precious coffee with me. So I am the coach for Team Planner. I started as a pantser when I first started with NaNoWriMo in 2015, and then quickly realized that I had way too many ideas, so I started plantsing. I started having little outlines here and there, and then when everything kind of took over, I became a planner because otherwise I would forget everything. So this has become necessity for me to be a planner. And the way my brain works, it's just easier to compartmentalize everything in this kind of way. I do a lot of teaching here at AutoCrit. I don't know if I'm a genre expert, but I've written every genre. It's easier to tell you what genres I haven't written, which is lit RPG, and I'm trying to get there at some point. But I have experience in every genre. I have written and published in pretty much every genre, including nonfiction. So I can answer any questions, all questions. Movie quotes are also my love language, so please feel free to drop movie quotes if you have them.
I was going to say slacker. Oh my gosh, what do you mean what do you mean that there's a genre you haven't written in? Cat slacking.
I have a cover and an outline ready for it. Does that count?
I know you do. I've seen part of your cover hoard. It's obscene and wonderful at the same time. I see a lot of comments about pen names. So all three of us use pen names for various reasons, and we will talk about those in coaching. I don't share mine because of the content I write, and I use my legal name as your Novel 90 coach, and there's a reason. I write spicy, I write dark, and I write things that, for reasons of my privacy, I would like to keep separate. However, I did create a pen name just for Novel 90. That one I do share. I will be rapid releasing the book I wrote last fall and this summer and this spring, and then the one I'm writing this time, I'm going to rapid release those. If you can just read them at your own peril, they are a little bit spicy. Everyone's like, do we need a pen name? What about pen names? We actually are going to be covering that in one of our live streams. We're going to have one planned that's all about the great and mighty pen name. I will share with you that some people put a lot of thought and effort into theirs. My very first pen name was named after the bottle of wine that I had finished after I had finished that book, and a pretty color that I liked. And I just slapped that sucker on a cover and put that out into the world, and that pen name still publishes. So some people have different methods of coming up with this, but I am here to tell you, you don't always have to be super serious about it.
Absolutely not. I'm never serious about my pen names.
let's see, is the pending, no, the live streams are for everyone. Novel 90 content, if we talk about Novel 90 content, it is available to it. There's
Everyone.
no premium Novel 90 content. It's all
Nope.
Novel 90. So it's all free.
Now
It will be on YouTube.
that'll be a free class, probably
For sure.
in December, because that comes in toward editing and marketing.
Yeah.
We're going to show you guys the calendar. We'll show you Basecamp. We'll show you where you can find these events and the replays. So don't worry, we're not going to leave you hanging. We'll do that today.
Yes, don't worry. Don't worry. And any questions that you have about writing as a business, for those of you who have been lied to and someone told you that you couldn't make writing a career, that's a lie.
It is
We
a
do
lie.
it.
I
We do it.
support a family. Yeah, I support a family of four in a large West Coast city. Solely, we could survive solely on my writing. And I am mostly independently published. So if it, I will tell you, I will say this, and I share business advice in every single one of my coaching sessions. I do not have an MFA. How you write your craft is up to you. I have an MBA, and I love the art of writing. I believe writing is something that I need for my own mental health and wellness, as well as my creative spirit. But I am also here to write for commercial gain. So for me, it is not a hobby. It is how I pay the astronomical daycare bill for my son and the growing dog food bill for the world's largest puppy. So like, we're here to tell you not just how to write a book, but if you desire to sell the book and know how to publish and hopefully gain an audience and build that, I want you to have that. So if you don't get intimidated if you're like, I don't know if I want that, that's fine too. If you just want to finish the book for your own personal gratification, we are here to cheerlead you all the way through. But yeah, no, I write for the money. That is, I will be very transparent about that.
Absolutely.
We all pay our bills with writing. Like, so, but you have to commit, you have to treat this like a business if you want to get paid like a business. And that's a whole other thing. So,
Absolutely.
Kat, what about you? I know you pay your bills with writing too.
I do. I put my cats through college and keep my husband in the lifestyle he's become accustomed. It's great.
Your cats live such a great lifestyle.
My cats have an amazing life. And I just want to address a question that Eden had in the Q&A. Are we making a book as a team, or are we making a book individually? The team is your help. The team is your helper. We are here to support each other. There is nothing better than writing in community and writing with people who are going through the same struggles that you are. We all struggle with our plot arcs. We all struggle with a side character who's way more interesting than our main character. We all have these things. And you are writing your own book. We are all writing our own books and projects as we go through. And each of us are going to be working on projects through Novel 90 as well, which we will share in our individual team check-ins, because I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
And us coaches are working on individual projects too. Yeah, I know Becca and Kat have co-written together, but for the sake of the challenge, we're all working on separate things.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about our teams. Since everyone is very interested in our teams, we have teams in our labels. Let's talk about our teams. Catherine, I shall begin with you.
Yes, Team Panther represent. We have our beautiful warrior emu here, which needs a name. So if you have not been in base camp yet, please leave a name suggestion for our emu. We here on Team Panther are going to be focusing a lot, like I said, on prep this month, getting ready for writing, and then we will kick off the writing phase on the 20th. Panther is all about celebrating discovery of stories and being free to write garbage drafts. And I say garbage draft about my own work. It is an affectionate term I use to get the imposter syndrome demon off my shoulder, because if it's just the garbage draft, it doesn't have to be too good. It doesn't have to be perfect. I can fix it all in post. So we will be writing together, sharing in the community as we go, saying, hey, today I discovered that my main character likes Cheeto mac and cheese, deep fried in Southern style on a kebab. Like, we're going to be sharing little nitty gritty details about our stories and worlds and characters, and enjoying getting to know each other as we walk along. And you can be as involved, or if you're socially awkward like me, as lurky as you want to be. But please come tune into the lives, even if it's just to lurk, because writing can be so lonely, especially for pantsers. And you sit there going, well, everybody else is all organized and I'm a hot mess. Come tune into the lives, because we'll be a hot mess with you. It's okay.
I can guarantee
Becca,
at
how about
multiple
Team
points during this
Planter?
challenge, we're all going to be hot messes.
I love that you think that I stopped being a hot mess.
Right?
I'm
Like, when does
basically
that stop?
I'm basically just like raccoons in a trench coat. And that's where we're at right now. So, Team Planter. We already talked a little bit about the Planter ethos. We do have our somewhat scary plant, which I love. Last cohort named him Sir Plants a lot. I'm open to any. We'll vote as a team on what this iteration's name is. We have our meetings are typically on Wednesday, but they're always recorded. There is a little bit more. We'll see my face more on the YouTube live stream as well, because I do our author pep talks. You have your coaching calls, and then you have your YouTube live streams. I will be doing both of those if I can actually speak. And we will be doing half of it. We'll be talking about our strategies, our plan for the next couple of weeks, because it's like every other week. And then the other half of it will be a writing sprint. So we're going to come in and do some Pomodoro style writing sprints together at every coaching call. In addition, there'll be multiple writing sprint times available outside of our coaching call. Anyone is welcome. If you are curious how planters do things, come and gain whatever knowledge I can pass to you. I will warn you, I have a dry sense of humor and I am a bit chaotic and I speak quickly. Please tell me if I speak too quickly and I will try to slow it down. I try to be as accessible as possible. I am available to answer the texts, which we will talk about in a little bit. Those are all answered by all three of us. And you will get all three of us. We do sign off on them, but these are not like robo-text response back. You get my brain. And God help you, because sometimes my brain is very long-winded. Anyway,
We
yay,
write
Team
them too.
Planter.
So
We
please
do.
reply to us because sometimes we feel like, hey, I'm sending you a check-in. How are you doing? And then I don't get anything back. And I'm like, I'm just talking to the void.
Planners. Planners, planners, planners. So, what is Team Planner? Team Planner is we are coming into this challenge ready, ready, ready. October is going to be spent planning. Obviously, we're going to have our world built out. We're going to have our outline ready to go. Our characters are going to have clear arcs. All of our ducks will be in a row, ready to be shot when we start doing our writing in November. And yes, yes, that's the kind of energy we're getting here. So, I'm going to have milestones for everyone for every month of the challenge. There will be milestones and goals to hit as we go along. I will share my own progress with you. For Novel 90 Summer, it was messy and I didn't even finish. So, I mean, these things do happen, and we're here to be very real with you about our own struggles with our writing, and very transparent, usually because I am very sleep deprived. So, you will always get a candid answer from me if you are texting, if you are emailing, if you are in support asking for advice, you will always get a candid answer. I'm here to help you. I know I look scary. I'm really not. And you are allowed to switch teams. If there is a team that you vibe with better or a coach that you vibe with better, you are absolutely welcome to switch teams at any time. This is a free challenge that you can run however you like. So if you want to check in on what the Pantsers are doing, I mean, I drop into everybody's meetings all the time. There are nuggets of information to be gained from every single team. So if there's something that resonates with you or you feel like you're a mix of both, our beloved Team Confused, you are absolutely welcome to hop into any of the teams to pick and choose the information that resonates best with you. One of my favorite pieces of advice is lurk and learn. If you don't want to participate, you don't have to, but lurk and learn. Take those nuggets, make your own little pile. That's all that this career is really about, honestly.
And
I
yes,
don't know what
you
else to say
can.
about Team Planner.
And we have an unofficial Team Confused, and that's a good point. Team Confused is not one of the official three teams. You will have to pick at least one of these three teams if you submit to the finisher circle in the end. But we have a special note about Team Confused in Basecamp. So the purpose of Team Confused is to give you a space to land while you're figuring out which style works best for you. So if you hop into Planner and you go, I can't do all these milestones, I'm getting anxiety, back out to Planter for a little bit. If that works, stick there. If that's still not a good fit, come join us in the chaotic creativity in Pantser. If you start Pantser and it's too wild, you won't hurt our feelings by going, you know what? This project needs something different. I want to switch here. So we want to get you the most relevant text. Please reply to the text and just be like, hey, can you shove me over onto this person's text? And hopefully by the end of the challenge, you know what style works for that project and you'll know going into the future.
Absolutely. This is all about finding a good balance between, how to come up and like discover what your style really is. So why do I need a coach? Why do I need a coach? You might not need a coach. You might look at all three of us and go, ugh, I don't want your advice. You don't have to take it. That's so totally cool with us. If you're here and you know exactly what you want to do and how to do it, that is totally okay. If you've been writing for a few years and you just feel like you don't really need the help, that's great. That's super great. We are here to offer guidance. We're here to answer your writing questions, troubleshoot your problems, brainstorm if you need it. We are amazing brainstormers, all three of us, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
I love brainstorming. It's the most fun thing in the world. But just please note, there are far too many of you for us to give you personalized custom critiques. We do have a human editing team, myself and Catherine, which can offer critique services. There are pro member alpha and beta tools that are great places to start. Although these routes are entirely optional. If you need other help, if there is something wrong with your dashboard, if you cannot get into your files, there is help for that as well, and that is tech support. This is very, very important. Make sure to use the help bubble at the bottom right of your screen and chat with one of our very helpful, very human bubble team members. All three of us are in the support chats, and our lovely Sean is in the support chats. So please know that you are talking with a human being. Really cannot stress enough that everything at AutoCrit is human powered. Everything. If you are messaging something, you are talking to a human. So don't feel like you can't say hi or thank you or whatever because we're not robots. Also, help yourself first. Check the forums, search for help. If you're stuck, send us a message and we'll respond as quickly as possible. There are humans online from 8 a.m. EST to 8 p.m. EST, unless Catherine or I can't sleep. And then you might get a response at a weird time.
Yeah. You do not have to be a pro member in order to write in the AutoCrit Writer's Desk. That is a free perk. Because you signed up for Novel 90, we gave you a free version of AutoCrit. Now, that doesn't mean you get access to all the pro member perks, like the pro member alpha and beta tools we were talking about, or pro member events and things like that. Anything on the calendar that says free, you can tune into for free, even if it doesn't have Novel 90 on it. Like Kat's doing a Sprinters Club at midnight. You want to write with Kat? Join Kat for free. Anything in the writer's desk that doesn't have a lock icon on it, you can use for free. We don't have a word count max. We don't have a file max. You can keep backups here. If you do want to write in AutoCrit, you have that free tool available. If you want the pro member perks like voice to text dictation and alphas and betas, then try the pro membership. We have a 50% off first month special that is running. I dropped the link in the chat for you guys. All right.
All right. I'm going to pass this one to Becca.
Becca, how does this work? What are we doing in the fall?
Okay, well, I think we've pretty much covered it mostly. Is that we are planning, we're planning the novel in October. We're writing a minimum of 50,000 words in November, or if you start early, you could write it in October too. Who am I to police that when you're doing that? And we're going to edit our draft in December. So if you want the group coaching, you can come to your team check-in sessions. We are very aware that we are all on conflicting time zones. We have people from all over the world in this challenge, and we do actively, as an international team, we have Kat, who keeps her Australia hours, and we have other members of the team that are in South Africa or Europe. We're in North America. We do our best to vary times for as much as we can based on when we are available to do things. So we do try to have things available, but the replay is always available. Replay is posted for all of our Novel 90 events within 24 hours. So we want you to be able to come live. If it is available to you. We understand that if it is like 3 a.m. your time and on a Tuesday and you have to work, we will miss you, and we are sorry that we couldn't see you, but we understand. So that is this is how it works.
Okay, so again, be involved as little or as much as you like.
Yep.
But it's always worth saying that people who participate more with their teams do have a higher finish rate statistically than those who don't. Mostly because we're like, hey, you done yet? You done yet? You done yet? But like, no, that's what I do. You done yet? So, and we're not emailing out our event lists. Please go to the calendar and RSVP for the ones that you want to go, ones that you want to attend.
And to make it easier for Novel 90's sake, and we'll show this when we pull up Basecamp, this year I have built for you guys a section that only shows Novel 90 things. So if you need to just hop in and go straight to the team and go, no, the check-in, when is it? Go to Basecamp, go to live events, click your team. There they are.
Amazing. All right. So there are no limitations on what you can write during Novel 90. All genres are welcome. You can write whatever you want to. You can do nonfiction. You can do memoirs. You can do a poetry collection if you really want, as long as you hit the minimum word count. Works in progress are welcome. For planners or for anybody really, I will have some milestones for those of you with work already in progress. Texting, I will ask Catherine to explain what texting is. Just because you know more about this than I do.
Text message, SMS text messages are available. It's in US and Canada, right, Becca?
Yes, and we don't control that. The platform that we use for this did say they had international available, and by international they meant Canada, which is great. We love our Canadian friends. I am not hating on Canada. I love Canada. So US and Canada is what's currently available for the texting. Are we trying to find a workaround so that everyone else can text? Yes. Do I have a solution for you? No. But I am actively pursuing this to see if we can't figure out a way to do this. If you cannot text because you are located outside of the US, you will still have the ability to interact with your coach and to ask questions and to send messages through email and through the chat for coaching calls. So we still want to be accessible to you, but that is where we're at. And if you hit reply to any of the Writers Fuel emails, you'll get them every morning. You don't need to unsubscribe. We actually spend a lot of time writing those, so I hope they're helpful. You'll get those every morning, and you can always hit reply if you want to ask a specific question to your coach. It goes to our shared inbox, and you can just say, hey, Kat, I have a team planner question, and hit reply to that, and you'll be able to reach us directly.
Right. So once again, text, just as a reminder, 100% free during the challenge. Yes, real humans are answering them. They are going to be answered by all three of us. And we want you to reply. Please engage with us. If you reply to our emails. And they don't come to our phones. They don't come to our phones. So don't worry that it's like, don't worry that if it's like late at night or whatever, it's not coming to our personal phones. It's coming to a different platform. It's okay. Just realize that if you are texting and you want an immediate answer, you are not going to get an immediate answer. We check them as often as we can, but it's definitely not an instant kind of thing. So if you have a problem,
couple times a day.
Yeah, if you have a problem that needs to be fixed immediately, go to support chat instead. Yeah, go to the help bubble instead.
You do have to be subscribed to get these daily emails, and you do have to text us first to get daily texts. The link is, or the phone number to text is in Basecamp. So you keep hearing Basecamp. As I said, we will pull up Basecamp for you, but the phone number to text is in Basecamp. You do need to go in, send us a text message, and then it will ask you to give us permission to text you back. And when you click yes, then you can text with us.
Just a quick reminder, like there are lots of questions that we can answer via text. There are some things we cannot answer. We're not answering legal questions, not answering tax questions. You don't want my tax answers. I'm in Australia and I'm Canadian, so I don't know. Copyright questions, things like that, technical website support, billing questions, membership questions, please contact the help bubble for that. Things we do answer via text and email, challenge questions, short one-off writing and editing questions, anything that's more in depth. I do suggest booking some time with us through a Story Doctor session. They're half-hour sessions. But yeah, that is what we're here for.
Yep.
Right. Go ahead, Becca. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was going to talk about why it's not a contest.
You have preempted me. This is
I
not
did.
a contest. This is a challenge. We do not require any book submissions for the finisher circle. You are retaining full rights to our work. And a big reminder, there is AI that is active within our program, but we do not train the AI on your work. AI is not generative, will not be training your work. This is not going to write your book for you. You have to do the work, and we do not keep any rights to it. It belongs to you. Belongs to you. Right? Good.
Yes. So I will say that we can talk a little bit about the if you want to know more about the analysis tools, you want to know more about the pro tools and things like that we use at AutoCrit, I encourage you to go to AutoCrit 101. Those links are in Basecamp as well.
And remember, these are all free. All these things that we're
Yeah.
dropping are free. Is it free? This is free,
It's free.
right? This is
It's
free.
free.
This is
Everything
100%
except
free.
Pro and Fiction Forge that we have talked about today is free.
But if
Yeah,
you just
you
want to
can
write a
absolutely do
book
this for free.
in 90 days with us talking at you the whole time and cheering you on and texting you and emailing you and giving you all of the coaching advice that we have from a combined too many years in this industry in every aspect, that is 100% free. That's all I have. That was my little
Yep.
pitch. I'm not.
No
I'm a
strings
writer.
attached. No pro membership is required to attend any of the check-ins or any of the things. So don't panic about that. All right, but can I win Novel 90? Yes. Yes, you can. It is a challenge, but we do give out prizes. We have a finisher circle. This is our main category. Everyone who finishes a first draft is eligible for this level. If you have completed your manuscript first draft during the Novel 90 challenge, you qualify. So your completed work must be at least 50,000 words in length. You must be able to identify the genre and provide a draft blurb for your work. Please note this level does not require your work to be for sale anywhere. It doesn't have to be fully edited it's just a completion of the first draft. So we'll have a form you can complete. We'll need to see your blurb and the first 3 pages, which are optional, and your social media links if you have them. That's all. That's how you get into the finisher circle, and you'll get certificates, and there are prizes to be won.
And this is open to anybody. This is the primary goal for Novel 90 is to hit this level.
If you want a shiny participation award, this is where you'd go.
I actually have a lot of fun making the certificates and the merch and things like that for this. So please know that we actually really love our finisher circle and we get very nerdy and creative about this.
Yeah. And then for those of you who go beyond, you're like, hey, what the heck? I'm going to plan, write, 100% edit, publish the sucker all in 90 days, or start actively querying a fully done. I'm not touching this book again. It's done, forever done. Those people can optionally add on a chance for a grand prize. And that essentially will give you a marketing package from AutoCrit as a bonus add-on. So to qualify for this level, though, you do have to go above and beyond the finisher circle. You have to complete it 100% and be willing to never touch it again. It needs to be for sale. It needs to be on pre-order somewhere or actively querying to agents right now. And it can be submitted during submission period with a blurb. The first 3 pages, we don't want your full manuscript. There's thousands of you. We love you guys, but we can't read all your books. A link to the pre-order or to where it's for sale, or a copy of the query letter so we can see that it's actively being queried, and an image of the cover if you would like it featured, along with your socials, because if you're winning a marketing package you have to redeem within 30 days of winning, obviously you have to have something to promote. So again, primary level is finisher circle. Grand prize is just one extra step. So you have not lost if you are not meeting the grand prize bonus level here. And yes, self-publishing absolutely counts. And Amazon, Kobo, whatever retailer, as long as it is up direct, is fine. It just has to be for sale somewhere. And finisher circle, someone asked how you prove it. Finisher Circle is honors system. We are taking you at your word for it. So you could just say, I did it. The first draft is done and now I'm going to edit it, but I qualify. So, it's between you and yourself. The challenge is not a contest. The goal is for you to actually finish something and make progress. Progress is the goal.
Absolutely. And yeah, you can submit an unfinished manuscript if you want to get the Finisher Circle prize. We won't know, but you will.
Yeah.
All right, what dates do we need to remember?
That's why they think you're scary, Kat.
I I get ominous sometimes. I'm sorry.
vaguely
It was
threatening.
scary, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. I'm not
Right.
sorry. I'm
You're
never
not
sorry.
sorry. No.
All right, these are important dates to remember. Obviously, October 1st and 2nd, today and yesterday, is the kickoff. Team Pantser, your writing phase kicks off on October 20th. November 1st is writing month kickoff for the rest of us. November 24th, Team Pantser will start editing. December 1st, editing phase for the rest of us. December 31st, the challenge ends and the finisher submissions will be open. We'll announce the winners and we'll announce all of those other good things in January. So 3 months away. It feels like forever, but don't worry. And finally, we believe in you. Now you need to believe in your story and get that sucker written. We know you can do it.
I believe. I believe.
All right. We need to show you Basecamp as a final thing here. Let me do that. Boink.
Oh, I need to share my prize thing. Hold on.
You want to do that? You can do
I'm
that.
gonna do that right now.
All
Okay.
right.
So some people are on who said you haven't signed up. Maybe you're rolling from summer and didn't realize you need to sign up again. This is the fall page. I just dropped the link. You have to sign up every single challenge if you want to keep getting stuff. So sign up here, and not just here, reply to the text messages and say, add me to fall, because otherwise you're just going to get general AutoCrit stuff. You're going to miss the challenge stuff. So if I want to go find Basecamp from the very beginning, I'm going to log in to my AutoCrit dashboard. We call this the hub. And here's where I highly recommend every time you check in, skim down at what's coming up, because hey, AutoCrit 101 series are linked right here. Hey, the new interviews are up and Fiction Forge information is up and all of that. This is updated almost daily. From here, you want to go to Basecamp, which is in your Academy tab. So on the left-hand side, you should see the Academy. Click there. And then at the top, you'll see a My Courses section. This is also a good way to know if you've registered for the challenge or not. Because if you've registered for the challenge, you will see the fall Basecamp for 2025. If you have not, you will not see the fall Basecamp for 2025. We're going to click there. So we're going to scroll down. This is where your teams live. So if you are in AutoCrit and you are a pro member, this community tab is for the pro member forums. You will not have access to it unless you upgrade to pro. We've built you a free community and we will be adding threads here throughout the challenge. So go to your team and then check in. Like today, Team Pantser has introduce yourself, announce your project, vote for a mascot name, ask questions about the challenge, and all three of our teams have those things. Planners, look at what Kat has built for you. Tons and tons and tons of
And there will be more. Don't be overwhelmed. Take it one at a time.
There's an article about brainstorming emotional wounds. The lives we were talking about that are nano novel 90 specific are available here. The lives we're talking about for novel 90 are in Basecamp. You can scroll through and see ones for all teams. You could see ones for, let's say, Team Plancer. Click on Team Plancer, and boom, your first 3 check-ins. 1, 2, 3. No need to go scroll through all the calendar to find them. Just jump straight to them. As replays are available, they will be posted in your Basecamp. So if you go to the kickoff from yesterday, here's the kickoff from yesterday. Here's the slides from yesterday. This is where you're going to come to find and refresh your memory on guidelines and how many words you had to write again and on the submission dates and when was this happening. This will be here. So this is where you're going to come to engage with your actual team and coaches on a regular basis. And I can't let us get away, since we have extra time, without talking about the merch that
Oh, the
Kat and
merch.
Becca have built, and it is amazing.
I was
We
busy
have,
last night, just so you know.
I know, I saw.
Oh,
This is at shop.autocrit.com. Isn't that right? I think I said that
yeah,
right.
it's that. Yep.
Shop.autocrit.com. We have socks. We have snuggies. We have wine coolers. We have plushies. We have garbage trash pandas for
Oh my
books.
gosh,
I made some
you
feral author stuff.
you added so much. Oh my goodness.
I was
Yep.
What?
busy. I
We've
was
got so
busy.
much stuff. And we have notebooks you can actually write in. We have so many things. So if you decide to get merch and you tag us, we might give you a shout out. And
Oh my gosh.
yes.
That is the other thing is that I do want you. So I created. So who's on Instagram? Everyone, maybe. Like go to Instagram at novel 90 and go follow us on Instagram. And then we have a giveaway if you would like to participate. It's free. You can win courses actually. So if you're interested in Academy and also membership and a few other things, we're going to pick a winner in 6 days. So go ahead and you can enter our giveaway if you would like.
Yeah. Going back out to AutoCrit for one final thing. We talked about the overall calendar. So up at the very, very top, there's a calendar tab. If you want more than Novel 90 events, we have more for you. We do several free classes every month for everybody, not just for Novel 90. So we have our Sprinters Clubs. Sprinters Clubs are to encourage you to get work done. Productivity sprints means you can come plan with us. You can come write with us. You can come edit with us. You can schedule graphics for the whole month if you want to with us. We just want you to get something done. And those clubs are held multiple times. In the writing month, they're held 3 or 4 times a week. So we want you guys to come. Anything that has the word free in it is open to everybody, pro member or not. Anything with the word premium in it is part of the separate AutoCrit Academy. So Dark Fiction launched yesterday. The 60-day Fiction Forge starts today. We have Gothic Fiction tomorrow. Those are all premium things. The Academy is separate from AutoCrit Pro. It has its own monthly pass, but it is going to be indicated by the word premium. So if it's premium, it's part of the Academy. If it's free, it's open to everybody. And if it says pro members on it, like the pro member exclusive accountability club you see here, or our upcoming pro member feedback session on outlines that Kat is doing next Thursday, then these are going to say pro member exclusive. So that's how you tell the different events. Free ones are everyone, premium is Academy, pro member is for AutoCrit Pro.
And just remember that when you're looking at the calendar, the times that are showing there, so that's showing CST for where Catherine is. Wherever you are located, it will show your local time.
If you click past events, you can see replays. So if you did miss, our AutoCrit office hour this Tuesday, which was free, you can click here and see the replay. So this is where you could go to see replays for things that are not Novel 90 specific. But yeah, that's AutoCrit in a nutshell. The writer's desk is where you write. The Academy is where you're going to come for base camp. That's where we want you guys to practically live outside of your book. Books first, base camp second, during the challenge, and then the calendar for all the events. But anything, am I missing anything on the site to show off, Becca and
No,
Kat?
we are so covered. This is so much information. I think we're good.
I think so too.
I think we're
I'm
good.
excited for people to start writing
I am
or
too.
planning and just getting into it. One of my favorite things is to hear what people are doing. So as you get started, please don't be shy. Share your wins. We want to celebrate with you and share them, text them to us, tell us during the Zooms. We're here to support you. And if you do need some hyping up, if you're like, man, I feel like this is too much and I just don't know if I can complete this, we do actually have a lot of experience with feeling those feelings as well. We have a collection of YouTube that you can watch at any time called the Pep Talk series. It does cover a lot of those kind of feelings where maybe or how or what do I do if everything is so overwhelming and I feel like the rest of my life is pressing in on me and I can't actually carve time out to write. How do I write then? How do I complete this? And I'm very familiar with doom spiraling. It's a state of being that I live in some days. This is a way out. So these are ways that we can show you to help combat some of that imposter syndrome. For one, 90 books in, making a full-time living, have reached a lot of pinnacles that people define success as, quite successful. So think about it, only 6% of people um, who are like, I'm going to write a book, write it. And I want you to all be part of that. I want to change that statistic because a lot of times the reason why people don't finish their book is not because they don't have a good story. It's because they didn't have either the support or the foundation or the structure to write that book, or they felt like they couldn't for some reason. And so we're here to change that for you. And our Pep Talk series on YouTube, if you go to our YouTube channel, I would recommend just subscribing to it because we have some good stuff on there. Anytime you want, you can get a pep talk. On that note, I have to go take kids places, so I'm gonna go.
We shall release you to your evenings, everyone.
And I will
Thank you
see you
so
all at
much for
Fiction
joining
Forge
us.
if you're registered.
Have an excellent evening. We shall release you and we will see you around.
Bye.
Bye.